Hey super friends, I'm Jake with the Brave and the Boys, and today we are giving you easily the most requested video that was commented down below when we announced that we were back and what videos would you like to see, which is a shelf tour. So for those that don't know, I recently moved. It took about a month and a half to move the collection, which was crazy. I do not recommend it. You know, buy collected editions when you own a house. I don't follow my own advice, but this is really exciting because I don't even know everything that I own. So before we get started, I want to give you a huge thank you. I want to remind you to check out Organic Price Books, where I am an employee and they help make this channel possible. And I'm going to give a shout out to my cute little baby Sophie, who is sleeping. So hopefully I can do this video without disturbing her, you know. And we'll get started. So once Jordan gives me the okay that I'm back in frame, focused, I'm good. We're doing it live. Let's do a quick, can we do a shot of what the room looks like? I don't know if that'll have to be B-roll or what, but the main thing is I wanted this room to feel more open. I loved the last room, and I'll put a shot of what that looked like here, but I wanted something that was a lot more open. So we'll go through how we organized, or at least, you know, 80% of it's organized, maybe 70% of it's organized, and we'll go from there. So up first, you guys know I love my DC Absolute editions. So these are all in order. All but one are in order over here. So it's going to start with the Authority, which is actually where Absolutes got their name. Buttload of Batman. I think that's the actual term. And then we go to our Crisis ones, which will be crazy. They're going to make a brand new Crisis Absolute, and I wonder how it'll be different. And then Identity Crisis is sealed, which is, you guys, you know, I don't read it, don't recommend it. Infinite Crisis, and then the other Crisis is down here. And then Danger Girl, which is one of the rarest. And then that beautiful Jack Kirby Fourth World. We need more Jack Kirby in Absolute. And then we have our Green Lanterns. The J section. They are reprinting these League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and Promethea. But what you'll notice is they did get rid of they won't have the America's Best Comics logo anymore, which is kind of sad to see. I wish for a history perspective they would have kept it on. I'll pull this one out. You guys know I love Mr. Miracle, which was just announced to be a new TV show that Mitch and Tom are working on together. And Tom is going to be the showrunner and EP. But look what Mitch drew when I met him at WonderCon. Look at that amazing, amazing sketch. Some shading, some detail going on. So for those of you that don't know about Mr. Miracle, you guys know I love it. You want to read it before the show comes out, and it'll be awesome. And then I got my Promethea replaced when the reprint came out. And then we're going to skip through all the Sandmans and go straight to Scarlet, which I don't know if it'll ever be reprinted. Then we have the Superman section. But I don't have space for my Absolute Superman Red Sun, which I have right here. And then we have Y the Last Man, and that's going to cut the Absolute section. So now we're going to go to the Omnibus section. And to make room, the way it goes is A, B, and then it goes down here to here to here. And basically I treated this like a new bookshelf that starts from up above. So we'll start here. I have all my Batmans. So year 1, Man Who Laughs. Year 2, Jeff Loeb. And then all the rest of the Batmans over here. As you can see, I have both the Omnibus and the Murder Fugitive Eagle Mosses because they collect more. And then this is how you put them in the right order. So this is a good resource. Jordan put them in the right order, I'm pretty sure. If it's wrong, let me know and I'll fire him. So we have other Batmans down here. Then this is where my Tom King Batman Omnibus will go, which I'm really excited about. And then this is like my out of continuity Batman stuff. And then we move on to the rest of the DC stuff. I did get rid of my signed Crisis Deluxe Edition. And here you'll see this is, you know, I still have a little bit of a Crisis section. I like to put 52 after Infinite Crisis. Then 7 Soldiers, Final, Flashpoint, Forever Evil, Metal, Death Metal. And then you'll see that I got DC by Jack Kirby. Awesome book, really cool. Hope they reprint it. Both of the crossover ones, I do keep them in the DC section because DC's first. Then we go to the D section. We got Deadman, my boy Boston Brand, Deathstroke, Doom Patrol, Doom Patrol, Doom Patrol. I do have the Rachel Pollack one on the way. But I guess what I didn't realize is a lot of these are double stacked. So let's go back up to this section here. And behind it, you'll see JLA and a bunch of other Justice League. So I tried not to double stack my Batman, but that'll have to be changed someday. Most of the other boxes are double stacked, which is bad because I don't have object permanence and I forget what I own. But, you know, I try to keep the newer ones in front. This one's awesome. Justice League by Snyder. Can't wait for Volume 2. So, yeah, a lot of these are double stacked. I don't even really know what's behind some of them. Behind the JSAs, you'll see Justice League Dark. So, I have plenty of room to double stack. You can get a lot of room out of your Calyxes if you're okay double stacking. So, this is basically like a short little mini, almost like 2 Calyx thing. And then it picks up from over here. So, I guess actually we can cut over here really fast to my ones that don't fit. I still have the Sandman helm set. And then these are my ones that don't fit. So you got the Usagi, you got the Parker. And this is where that new Darwin Cook the Spirit will go. Then I got my gallery editions. The Incal, Scrooge McDuck. Comment down below if I should take this with me to Heroes Con next week. Because I want to get it signed. But that's a giant book to bring. And then my artist editions. And some of those artist editions are crazy big. Okay, so we got Flash. I have every Flash omnibus. If you don't see it there, it's because it's hidden behind there. And that's kind of hard because I can't really reach. I got to get my step stool. And then, so it goes there. And then here for the green section. Also Flintstones, super underrated. Fourth World Volume 2. I thought about getting the omnibus, but I have the absolutes. It's not necessary. And then behind here, you'll see I got Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and the Green Lantern Silver Age omnibus. And I haven't even opened it. The Green Lantern Cube. So I do have all 3 Jeff Johns, Blackest Night, Brightest Day. And behind them, I do have the Green Lantern Core. Now, people always ask, does that double dip a lot? I will say for the event portions, it does a little bit, but most of it is separate standalone stuff that really fleshes out the overarching team. So then we go down to the H section. I don't have a lot of Harley Quinn. I know you Omnidog fans are going to be upset about that, but they haven't really printed those Harley Quinn stuff in a while. We're getting a lot of Hellblazer, a lot of Hitman, so that's cool. Then my Justice League section, my JSA section. So I do have a big portion of the DC Omnis. I do want to get more, but I am running dangerously out of space. Up here is a pretty stacked box. We got The Kingdom by Mark Waid. Shouts out to Mark Waid. I will be interviewing him in just a few weeks. Then we got the Night Terrors Omnibus. I thought about putting this with the DC events, but I don't know. It didn't feel right. Let me know down below if you think I should. Then I have Legion the Curse. Legion's 5 years later, 1 and 2. And Lucifer. Behind that, Teen Titans fell over, and you got more Lucifer. So I got books behind there. I got books everywhere. Then my favorite section, a box of Dick. So I have Nightwing Year 1, Prince of Gotham, Grayson, Tim Seeley Rebirth. And then, but the thing that you're going to realize is that I'm not very good at knowing what I have because I have duplicates. So I got a double dose of Dick right here. I got to start selling more books. So you'll see more books for sale from me soon. Behind that is Scalped, awesome Jason Aaron storyline. That's really cool if you want to read that. Then down here, Secret 6, Volume 2 is one of my most hyped up books of the year. And then behind that, you'll see Action Comics, Superman the Silver Age. I think the Golden Age is on its way to me. Superman, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, Exile, and the Triangle Years. I am committed to get all the Triangle Years, even though they double dip like crazy, but I love me some Superman. Then down here, a lot of amazing stories. Birthright, Camelot Falls, Final Crisis Legion of Three Worlds, Superman Unchained. But I think I have another Superman Unchained over here. But, you know, the thing is, you gotta get both covers. You can't just get one cover of Superman Unchained, right? No? Should I sell one? Which cover do you guys like better? Let me know down below. And then, looks like this is really well stacked. So behind that, you got the Super Sons Omnibus, which I bought 3 different times. Superman Rebirth. So, I can't believe we're finally getting more Superman Omnis, but there's so much that's not been collected. Now, down here, we got the Swamp Thing section. I do think I have every Swamp Thing omnibus before Watchmen is there because we forgot and we decided it should be in the W's for Watchmen. So you got Nancy Collins, Mark Millar, New 52 Scott Snyder, Green Hell. Then you got Wonder Woman, and I think I have a Greg Rucka Wonder Woman omnibus I can put over there. And it fits. Down here are some DC box sets. So this is Watchmen as single issues and deluxe edition, and the Batman One Bad Day box set. And that is the end of this portion of the DC section. Now for Marvel, I start up here. Everything is double stacked. I can't really reach up there that well. But you got Alias, which is awesome, and what the Jessica Jones show is based on. Annihilation, you might see another copy of that somewhere. Then I have The Avengers by Kurt Busiek and George Perez. And then New Avengers. And then behind there, you'll see the Hick Avengers, the Hickman Avengers with the custom dust jacket. Here you'll see Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky, the awesome ketchup cover. So can't go wrong with that one. Then over here, you'll see Amazing Spider-Man 1, my horribly damaged black costume saga that's missing a bunch, Web of Spider-Man, Spider-Man vs. Venom, and Brand New Day. And behind it, I got Spider-Man by Joe Kelly. Then I have all the Miles Morales Omnis. Spider-Man Life Story, but the other cover. And Spider-Man vs. Venom, Todd McFarlane, Brand New Day, Volume 1. Then down here, Spider-Man 2099. I do need to get Volume 2. Behind it, more Miles Morales. All the Ultimate Spider-Man, except for Volume 5. Now, if you have Death of Spider-Man, you don't need to collect Volume 5. But we're all sick, so we're all going to collect Volume 5, even though it's going to double dip like crazy. Then we got my favorite Marvel section, which is Daredevil. So here, Frank Miller. Actually, shouldn't I have the Volume 1s? Are they behind there somewhere?
Up here.
Oh, okay. So Daredevil starts here. So Daredevil Volumes 1, 2, and 3. Shouts out to Alexander from the Comic Central and his brother, who helped me get that and complete my Daredevil set. Go subscribe to the Comic Central. Then we have Frank Miller, the Frank Miller Companion, which hot take is even better than anything in the Frank Miller omnibus. Then the Electro one, which I just got sealed. Nascenti Volume 1. Then Marvel Knights. And then Bendis. This is the bane of my existence. And then behind here, I have Devil's Reign some. Oh, there's more Daredevil. Okay, so my Marvel section is like straight lines. It goes up to down, I guess. Then we got Shadowlands, Daredevil by Mark Waid Volume 1, Daredevil by Mark Waid Volume 2, Daredevil by Charles Soule, and Daredevil by Charles Soule. But the thing is, I got to keep one sealed and show off that cover. You got to, if you love a book. Oh, wait, are they the same cover? Were they different? And then Daredevil by Zdarsky 1, Daredevil by Zdarsky 2. I have another Daredevil by Zdarsky 2 somewhere else. Then Marvel The End. And behind it is all the Thunderbolts. Thor 1 and 2. And there's like 6 Thunderbolt Omnis. So I have all the Thunderbolt Omnis. I was really excited to read them. And then I only read Thunderbolts Red. Then down here we have Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts. Fantastic Four by Hickman 1 and 2. Ultimate Fantastic Four. Alex Ross, Fantastic Four, and Hawkeye. Behind it, you'll see Punisher Max, Punisher by Rick Remender, Miracle Man by Alan Moore, the Immortal Hulk Omnibus, which my friend Day Day loves, and Planet Hulk. I do need to get World War Hulk. Okay. Then down below, you guys know I love me ROM, so I have all 3 volumes of ROM. You guys know how much I love it. Secret Warriors, Secret War, Secret Wars. Behind that, She-Hulk, Silver Surfer. Why is that not in the front? Secret Wars Battle World, and Secret Wars by Jonathan Hickman. I love that we're getting 3 Secret War Battle World in alphabetical order. Can't believe they would do that to us. Over here, we got Star Wars The Old Republic, which everyone should read, and I'm stoked for Volume 2, even though that'll be completely separate. Darth Vader, Jason Aaron, Crimson Reign, Silver Surfer Volume 1, which I own in multiple formats. Then The End, Thor, we already did those sections. Then all my Venom, my Wolverines, and then Uncanny X-Men Volume 1. Look at that. Still sealed. Do I break the seal and have Chris Claremont sign it next week? Let me know. And then this is crazy. You can't really see this, but this is my X-Men collection. It goes X-Men Road to Onslaught, New X-Men, X-Men Decimation, X-Statics, and Zombies, and a bunch of X-Men books behind them. I don't, let me see if I can even get in there. Nope, I can't even see it. Who even knows? This is X-Men. I'm not going to read it anyways. Okay, now this is special. This is my Tom King box. So we are blessed to consider Tom King a friend of the channel, and sometimes we get to do some stuff with him. So I do like to keep a box of most of his books that in different formats in case I ever need to do anything creative for him, which is awesome. Here you can see Up in the Sky is signed. Love it. This right here, if I could have them reprint one DC book in the world, it would be the Omega Men. This might be one of the best things Tom has ever done, and it needs to be reprinted. So that's good. And shouts out to his brand new Jenny Sparks that just came out. So other than that, now you're going to see the area. So that was all the stuff Jordan organized. I'm so hot. I don't mean attractive. I just mean I'm roasting under the lights. So what you'll see here, these are a bunch of new books. These are books that we're going to photograph and do videos on for the website. So Injustice 2, Void Rivals, G.I. Joe. This one is old. I think that should be The Curse. Lazarus 4. Haha, Jake read it out of order. Superman Unchained. Suicide Squad. Red Lanterns. Spectre. Cosmic Odyssey. Now let's look behind them and look at some of my indie books. So there you'll see Saga. We finally got volume 4. Lazarus in the right order. Okay. And then down here you'll see Criminal, which is going to be a major motion picture. Reckless, The Good Asian, Chew Omnibus, and random books that aren't in order. Here's some compendiums. Tom Strong. How have we not got that in an absolute? Okay, so these are some really special books for me. These are my giant, massive collections. So you'll see Harrow County, Awesome Horror by Colin Bunn, The Woods, Hellboy, and my complete Calvin and Hobbes. I specifically got it in paperback because that's how I read it growing up, and I wanted it in the same format. Here's some more new ones. Silver Surfer Return to the Spaceways, and Fantastic Four by Mark Waid, doing some reading before my interview. I cannot wait that I get to talk to Mark Waid. Scumbag, Geiger, Transformers, Junkyard Joe. This isn't my book. Sorry, did I hit the camera? This is Jordan's book. I don't know what it's doing here. Naughty or Nice. And then other books. Down here, Ice Cream Man, Tokyo Ghost, Cali. What else do I got? This Teen Titans was just given to me by a friend for a trade. Then some library editions, some compendiums, another Zdarsky Volume 2, Mr. Miracle, and some other random books. So now the pride and joys. These are my Taschen collections. I got Mickey, Donald, Avengers 1 and 2, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man 1 and 2, and the X-Men. I do need to get, these are all the Marvel and Disney ones. There are some like weird science, EC library stuff that Taylor loves. Here's my Invincible section. Here's what I do. Here's my little trick. These aren't all the same edition, so I hide them with the compendiums. Then they all look the same. It works. Then we have my complete collection of Sin City. I did buy those just because Jordan loves it, and he has the big damn Sin City, so I had to one-up him. And then another Nightwing Rebirth Omnibus. Here, you'll see the new Dr. Fate compendium. This is like a selection of recent compendiums. I'm thinking of doing a video of top compendiums, but everyone hates compendiums. Behind it, you'll see all 6 library editions of Mike Allred's Madman. And I am not going to bring those, but I am going to meet Mike Allred, which I'm excited about. Now, to the side, you'll see some compact comics, some random trades. Behind that, some Rick Remender books, Fear Agent, Murder Falcon, Billy 99, some awesome stuff. Down here's my Usagi box. So I do have the first of the super rare hardcover limited edition signed and numbered. Then I realized it would have cost me thousands of dollars to get the rest. So I said, you know what? I'm good with the $20 compendiums. Then down here, bunch of random books, another copy of Annihilation, some World's Finest, this adorable Winnie the Pooh book. Down here, we have, let's see what's behind it, Starman by James Robinson, and then Something is Killing the Children stuff. Bunch of Batman trades, Sweet Tooth, Birds of Prey, Superman, and then behind it, we got more compact comics, some Marvel Premiere Editions, and then lastly, the Batman Caped Crusaders in the Wrong Order, another set of the Marvel Premiere Editions, Nightwing Compendium, 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, some Batman, and The Flash. And that's it, guys. That's my collection. So let me know down below, what am I missing? Because I feel like this is a good baseline. This is an okay foundation. You know, I don't know if I'd call it a real library yet, but I'm blessed to own it. If you own 2 books, you have a library. There's no right or wrong amount of books. I'm blessed to own all of these, and I want to keep making videos for all of you. Let me know if you like this studio, what you think we should improve upon, and keep reading and stay brave.